Today I will be unboxing the Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game, Stronghold expansion. We'll take a look at the components and the new rules that this expansion adds. Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game, Stronghold expansion. For honor, for blood, for victory. Crewold, a land of barbarians where the soil is rough and the air resonates with battle cries. Yet it is precisely here that the true immortality can be attained, in glorious victories and songs that echo through generations. Craghack and Yogg, two fierce barbarians from these parts, unite with a common purpose, to crush the malevolent necromancers wreaking havoc in Arathia and restore peace to those troubled lands. This box contains 1 mission book, 1 player aid, 1 unit leaflet, 12 map tiles, 1 town board, 1 town model, 2 hero models, 7 unit models, 2 double-sided hero cards, 70 various cards, 101 tokens, and 30 acrylic cubes. As I make these videos, I just imagine every time I read off the component list of one box, what a game with everything would entail. There's just so many tokens and cards. And to me, that just sounds absolutely awesome! Let's take a look inside the box. Before we get to the new rules, we're going to look at the components, and then the miniatures, and then we'll get into the rules. First off, upon opening the box, like so, you will get the mission book with some nice artwork of the Thunderbird on it. We'll break down the components as we open the mission book, but it is 34 pages of content for the game. It's got your component list, the new elements that this expansion adds, different modes of play, maps, scenarios, and, as usual, plenty of ways to add to your tabletop experience for Heroes of Might and Magic 3. This box also has 2 player aid cards, both double-sided. Comes with the unit leaflet that breaks down both the faction units on their pack side and their few side. You've got your token sheets, of which there are 4 of them, which we'll break down individually in just a moment. You've got your tray that stores everything, miniatures, town board, and all that. And, ooh, these are neat. We'll get to those in a second. You got 2 card packs and your various miniatures. Then you have your 5 map tiles in this, which consist of a starting tile, 3 far tiles, and 1 near tile. It also comes with 7 subterranean tiles, 6 of which are near tiles, and 1 of which is a center tile. Then you have your town board, which consists of the buildings that pop out, and as you build them, you add them back to the sheet. The reverse side of it is just the name with some artwork. Now, my mission book said there was only 1 of these in the box, but I had 2. You've got 2 double-sided hero cards, Craghack and Shiva, Heroes of Might, and then you've got Gundula and Yogg, Heroes of Magic. You have your 7 unit cards on their few and their pack side. You have 8 neutral unit cards, of which I will not spoil, but it's safe to assume that 7 of them are the Stronghold units. This has 3 Astrologer's Proclaim cards, 4 Artifact cards, 6 Spell cards, 3 Ability cards, 12 Specialty cards for the heroes, 7 Statistic cards, including 4 Attack, 1 Defense, 1 Power, and 1 Knowledge. It also has 20 Spell Scroll cards. Has the Build, Population, and Spell Book tokens. A Morale token. It also has 5 Movement tokens, 12 Quicksand tokens, 6 Corrosive tokens, and then these Subterranean entrances. There are 6 of them. On the sheet are also 8 Attack tokens and 11 Time tokens. The 11th Time token being next to the Subterranean gates. There are a total of 18 gold tokens, 6 times 1 gold, 6 times 3 gold, and 6 times 10 gold. Then there are also building material tokens. There's 6 1 material, 3 3 building materials. Then there are also valuable tokens. There are 6 1 valuable and 3 3 valuable tokens. There are a total of 8 damage tokens, 4 times 1 and 4 times 3. Then there's this bag of, looks like Ricola cough drops, but it's the 30 acrylic cubes. There are 20 light brown and 10 black. Now before we get into the rules, let's take a look at the models that come in this box. There are 2 hero models, and we have the Heroes of Might and the Heroes of Magic. This one looks like it is vastly and horribly affected by the mumps. So these are the hero models. You have your town model. Interesting. Then you have your 7 unit models, the first of which is the Goblin. Then you have the Wolf Rider. I'm not a big fan of Wolf Riders in the game, but this model is pretty awesome. Then you've got your Orc, Ogre, another very awesome looking model, a Thunderbird. Then you have your Cyclops. And finally you have your Behemoth. So what exactly are the new elements that this game brings? Well, first are these subterranean map tiles, and you can tell them because they have stalagmites and stalactites on the back of them. Now, these tiles work similarly to regular map tiles, except that you cannot move between a surface and subterranean tile without using a subterranean gate or town portal spell. No other move effect from a card can allow you to move from one to another. And let's talk about that subterranean gate. The subterranean gate is a way in and out of the subterranean tile. Tiles that contain a subterranean gate are indicated by each scenario's map layout. When you discover a tile with a subterranean gate on it, place the tile according to normal rules. Then choose a field that is adjacent to the subterranean tile. This is the entrance. And place the subterranean gate token on both this field and the adjacent hex of the subterranean tile. Each half of this token is placed on a different tile. Keep in mind that the subterranean gate replaces the field's original location and cannot be placed on blocked fields. Other tokens or fields containing locations required to meet any of the scenario's victory conditions, you can place the token however you wish. Provided that it follows the above rules, the scenario map layout only shows which 2 tiles are connected by the subterranean gate, not the exact fields that must be connected. When a hero enters a field with a subterranean gate, discover the subterranean map tile and place it normally, choosing the field that it will be replaced by the subterranean gate token. This will be the exit. Then, move the hero from the entrance to the exit of the subterranean gate without spending additional movement points. Both fields are then covered by the subterranean gate token. The entrance and the exit are treated as one location. Both ends of the subterranean gate are placed. It allows traveling both ways. So then it could look something like that. Let's talk about time tokens. They are used to mark the remaining duration of an ongoing effect. You can use time tokens, just put them on the card or token that provides the effect and reduce their total value by 1 at the end of a round. When there are no time tokens left, the effect ends and discards the card or token. And just in case, there's the ongoing symbol. Now let's take a look at spell scroll cards, items that clog up my inventory in the computer game. Let's see what they do. In the Stronghold expansion, there is a set of 20 new cards. Those are spell scroll cards. During game setup, shuffle 10 of the spell scroll cards into the artifact deck. Set the rest aside to form the spell scroll deck. Some locations or scenario effects may call for them later. When you gain a spell scroll card, place it near your hero card. Then take the top 2 cards from the spell deck and place them face down on the spell scroll card. From this time forward, treat them as if they were 1. You can look at the spells at any time if you can use them like any other spell, with the following 4 exceptions. A spell played from a spell scroll does not count toward the spell limit, meaning that you can also play a spell from your hand during the same combat round. However, when casting a spell from a spell scroll, you can only use the spell's lowest power. You cannot strengthen it with additional power from any source. Spells cast from a spell scroll cannot be used to increase the power of another spell. And you can also sell a spell scroll at a trading post for 2 gold per spell on the card. Now, you can only have 2 spell scrolls in play at a time. If you gain a third one, draw the new spells normally and then decide whether you're going to discard the newly gained spell scroll or use it to replace one that you already have next to your hero card. We'll keep the offensive magic. When a spell from a spell scroll card is used or sold, the spell card is removed. If there's no spell on it, the spell scroll card is placed in the spell scroll deck that was formed during scenario setup. Let's go over the Quicksand spell and the Quicksand tokens. Depending on the power used, take 2, 4, or 6 Quicksand tokens. Make sure that all of them are taken from the same set, so red or blue, and that half of them are empty and have the Quicksand symbol. This is a Quicksand empty, this is a Quicksand with icon. Next, shuffle the tokens face down and place them on the chosen empty spaces of the combat board, 1 per space. If there are not enough empty spaces left to place all of them, discard any leftover tokens. Once they are placed, you can always look at your tokens. When a unit enters a space with a Quicksand token, reveal that token. If it is empty, the unit continues its movement, but if the token shows a Quicksand icon, that unit's movement activation ends. Now, I don't have a battle board out right now, but a note is that 2 Quicksand tokens can occupy a single space only if the tokens are placed by different players. In this box is also attack tokens. A unit with this token gains an additional +1 attack or +2 attack, as indicated by the token's side. Each unit can have only 1 such token at a time. If a unit that already has such a token would gain another one, the player controlling it chooses which one to keep. I'll take the 2. Corrosion tokens. A unit with this token has its defense reduced by a 1 to a minimum of 0. A unit can have only 1 such token at a time. If a unit should gain such a token while it already has one, just discard one of the tokens. Unless removed by a spell or other effect, a corrosion token stays on a unit until the end of combat. And now just a quick reference of the modes and maps that come in this box. There is first off an alliance mode. This mode requires at least 1 expansion and 4 players to form an alliance of 2 versus 2. And that is War of the Mighty. It also comes with Dungeon Keeper, which is the Clash mode. It also has some cooperative mode. During the cooperative games, all players are allied and play together to beat the scenario. When controlling neutral units, use combat rules for the solo mode. That's page 33, AI Combat, in the core rulebook. Additionally, when your hero visits a trading post, apart from taking advantage of the normal effects of that location, that's page 36, the trade table in the core rulebook, you may also use it to give resources to any player. Victory conditions for cooperative scenarios can include defeating a specific number of neutral units, taking control of specified locations. If any player meets a scenario's victory condition, unless stated otherwise, the game immediately ends and players win the scenario. The map and scenario in this one is Dwarven Tunnels. And then there is also the Stronghold campaign. This is where I will be spending my time when I solo play this. Not going to cheat and look at the story beats and what to do and what to win, so we're just going to flip past that. And the campaign goes on for pages and pages. And then there's the story and the paragraphs you read, and then here are the map locations that are on these new tiles. First you have your town, then you have your settlement, your Cyclops stockpile, your spell scrolls, and Subterranean Gate. And that about does it, aside from the credits of all of these people who love this intellectual property, franchise, and hobby so much that they put their time and effort to bring it to our tables. This is a long list of people from producing to artwork to playtesting, proofreading, etc. This is a grand undertaking, and these people are appreciated, and they should be thanked for their efforts because this game is very fun. That was a look at the Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the board game, Stronghold expansion box. A component-filled box that adds yet even more to the already astoundingly large amounts to play this game and variances and stuff. Get this game to your table if you love this computer game, or if you're just interested in spending hours at a game table. It can be fast, but it can also be an afternoon of Heroes of Might and Magic. Either way, it's great.